The year was 2009, and the S&P 500 index had just closed at 676 points. The financial world was in a free fall. Lehman Brothers had collapsed only 6 months earlier, and half of the country's retirement accounts had simply evaporated. Headlines were screaming about the worst economic crisis since the Great Depression. On the streets, there was pure panic. In the middle of that chaos, a janitor named Franklin did something that seemed absolutely insane at the time. He took $50,000 he had saved for a house down payment and put every cent into a simple S&P 500 index fund. His friends thought he had lost his mind. His family begged him to wait until things settled down. Franklin ignored them all. Today, that $50,000 investment is worth approximately $590,000. Franklin didn't pick individual stocks. He didn't time the market perfectly, and he didn't have any insider information. He simply recognized a once-in-a-generation moment. The moment where fear creates the kind of opportunities that turn ordinary people into millionaires. Most people don't realize that we are passing through a similar moment right now. This isn't just a market fluctuation. It is a confluence of forces that hasn't happened in almost a century. We are in the middle of a process that will transfer more wealth to ordinary people than any other event in American history. The estimated number? $130 trillion. That is not a typo. Over the next 2 decades, $130 trillion is changing hands, and most people have no idea this massive shift is even happening. The story of 2009 proved how a disciplined individual could build extraordinary wealth. The S&P 500 didn't just recover, it started the longest bull market in history. From March 2009 to January 2026, the market rose by more than 900%, and the index recently crossed the 7,000-point milestone for the first time. That means $100 invested then is worth $1,000 today. The ones who benefited most weren't Wall Street brokers. They were the janitors, the nurses, and the small business owners who kept investing while everyone else was panicking. In 2010, there were 8.4 million millionaires in the United States. By the end of 2024, that number tripled to 24 million. That means, on average, 1,000 new millionaires are being created every single day. So, what exactly is this great wealth transfer? According to the data, between now and 2048, roughly $130 trillion in assets will change hands. This is the largest wealth transfer in human history. To put that into perspective, this amount is more than the annual economic output of every country on Earth combined. It is 5 times the size of the U.S. national debt. The baby boomer generation currently controls 52% of all wealth in the U.S. Over the next 20 years, this wealth will flow to their children, grandchildren, and charities. Gen X is set to inherit about $39 trillion, while millennials will inherit approximately $46 trillion. But the real opportunity isn't just the inheritance itself, it's the ripple effect this massive amount of money creates as it moves through the economy. When trillions flow into investment accounts, asset prices rise. When heirs buy homes, real estate values go up. This capital funds new businesses and creates jobs. Back in 2009, the people who succeeded had 2 things: capital and discipline. To catch the opportunities of today, you need to understand the new dynamics. Artificial intelligence and innovative energy sectors will be the engines of the new economy. Most young investors already know that traditional methods aren't enough anymore, which is why capital is shifting toward digital assets. History is repeating itself. Franklin, the janitor, didn't know for sure that he was seizing a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity in 2009. He just saw that fear created value. Today's opportunity is similar in nature, but massive in scale. $130 trillion is on the move, and millions of new millionaires will be born. You now know that this historic transfer is happening. What you do with this information will determine where you stand 20 years from now. Are you ready?